Hello everybody, it's Justin! Wonderful intro as always. It's so good to see you again this week. So then, we're going to talk about how to get rid of anxiety. The first thing you need to realize is that your body is a system, and any system that gets overwhelmed will crash. So therefore, you must make sure that you're not putting too many things into the system. So as the old Johnny Cash song says, one piece at a time. One piece at a time. So then, how do you distinguish which one goes first? Well, you have 4 different quadrants. You have important and urgent, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, then you have not important and not urgent. So this will give you an idea about what needs to be taken care of that is very important, or what is urgent but not important, you know, things like bills or whatever, and quantifying those and putting those into a priority list. Now, how do I prioritize what needs to go first, what needs to go last, what is actually important to me? Well, it's about what it is that is going to help you get closer to your actual goals. So sometimes the best thing to do to not overwhelm yourself is to make sure you know exactly where you're going, because once again, most artists have information coming to them all at the same time. So then, the best thing for us to do is to make sure that we are knowing exactly where we're going and making decisions and prioritizing about what's important and what's urgent and things like that within the direction that we're actually going. Otherwise, you just get a bunch of mess. And please, by the mercies of God, do not bite off more than you can chew. Because I know that many artists are very ambitious people, but they bite off such a big chunk that they can't manage it well. So then, instead of setting goals that are way beyond what you can actually do within the confines of a day, set a simple goal, simple tasks, things like that are much more manageable so that you don't have a feeling of failure when you don't accomplish it. I used to think that I was doing awful because I didn't read for 5 hours a day. But that's not realistic. So now I just read for 15 minutes, and 15 minutes actually is my retention for keeping information in the first place. No big deal. So I've been reading for 15 minutes a day, and now I'm finishing books. See? Manageable. And if I want to read for more than 15 minutes, I have the option to do that. No big deal. Also remember that you're not alone. God is with you, and so are His people. Sometimes when I get overwhelmed by all the things that I need to do, I simply put them in its proper place, in its proper order, but the first thing I remember is to make sure that I say to myself, I am not alone. I am not alone. I am not alone. So then, a few more things to wrap up before we're gone. Never ever be too proud to say to God, I need your help right now. And just ask Him to put you to rest. Just be at rest for a little while so that you can recover yourself. And final thing is never to mistake your feelings with what is actually going on. You may feel overwhelmed, but once you see your schedule and once you know what you put down on paper, then you can separate your feelings from the reality of the situation. Now that takes some work to do that, but it can be done. Alright guys, that's my time. I really hope that this blessed you. And remember, stay out of the drama and get into the art.